What's up, guys? It's Dan from Coin Bureau Trading. Today, we're going to take a look at when to sell your altcoins. This is a very simple methodology that you can apply to any altcoin you hold. It's a methodology that I use personally, and it's one that's been very profitable for me. If this is the kind of content that you enjoy, then be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ping that notification bell. Before we get started, do keep in mind that nothing in this video is financial advice. It's just my personal strategy when it comes to selling altcoins. Your strategy could be different, and if it is, that's awesome, because the more difference of opinion, and in this case, the more difference of strategies that we have, the better traders and the better investors we're all going to become. And be sure to leave your personal profit-taking strategy in the comments, because I would love to read them, and I'm sure that everyone else would as well. Anyways, guys, so for today's video, I want to use a cryptocurrency called Keeta as an example. Full disclosure, this is a cryptocurrency that I personally hold, and the reason why I'm using it, this video is not sponsored. I'm not like, a paid shill or anything. My Keeta holdings are super tiny. But the reason why I'm using Keeta as an example is because it's a perfect example of what we're probably going to see for most altcoins. And that's basically that you have like chop, 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 like basically all of them being flat to down. Like if you're, we're looking here at Keeta, like just really zooming out on like the max chart. Of course, Keeta is a newer crypto, so it's going to look a little bit different. But if you were to look, let's say over the last, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 months of your favorite crypto, chances are that it looks like this, that it's basically just been flat or down, and the chart is just looking horrible, horrible, horrible. And then one day it just starts recovering and starts going parabolic, and it doesn't stop. This is what's going to happen, in my opinion, to most altcoins over the summer. And of course, that begs the question of like, where in this up move do you sell, right? With Keeta, it's actually pretty simple. And again, I would say it's simple for most altcoins, because chances are, guys, that the cycle top for most of the altcoins that you hold, it's kind of like two very simple conditions. One is that we need to be kind of like in a FOMO phase where everything is rallying. So, everyone needs to be bullish. Bitcoin's hitting new all-time highs. Ethereum's hitting new all-time highs. You'll be able to tell when things are getting bullish because, like, there's lots of activity. Videos like these are getting lots of views. Everyone's going crazy. So when you can tell that there's, lots of FOMO around right now, there's still a lot of FUD. But when you can tell that there's lots of FOMO around, then that's kind of like the first condition has been met. The second condition is that there needs to be a catalyst, like some event that is specific to the crypto project that could potentially mark a top. And I'll get to that for Keeta in just a second. But the first thing I need to note, I guess, two things is one, just to kind of like use an example here. I actually got into Keeta somewhere around 12 cents, so I'm up, I don't know, whatever it is, like 5x or 4x, which is great. Pat yourself on the back if you're also someone who's been investing into Keeta. I actually bought it here, and I announced that to the Coin Bureau Club, which of course we'll come back to at the end of the video. But this is something I actually flagged earlier on, and of course everyone who followed on that trade is up, so far, I don't know, 4 or 5x or whatever. But the thing is that, I've been actually, in the Coin Bureau Club, I've also been trying to like keep track of like, okay, like in the short term, if you're someone who's trying to trade Keeta, like how can you even assess like where it's going next? So now we're kind of zooming in here, looking at KTA, the KTA token on the daily, and you can see that basically it just keeps going up and up and up. It'll have like a couple days of pullback, and then it keeps heading higher. In the short term here, okay, I actually think we're going to see something similar. Maybe it'll be like, I don't know, maybe instead of having just 3 days of pullback, maybe it'll be like a week of pullback, and then in early June it'll start rallying again. Who knows? But the point is that, you can see that it just goes up, chops to the side a little bit, goes up, chops to the side a little bit. And the question is, like, when does that stop? It's just going to continue going higher and higher. And when you zoom in on these kind of, let's say, shorter time frames, again, this is not going to be unique to Keeta. I do think that Keeta is kind of, I don't want to say front running, but it's giving us a taste of what's going to come for most altcoins. And the question is like, how do you exactly trade this? Do you, like, you go up, you take profit, then it goes even higher, and you should have just kept holding, right? And this is why in my personal strategy, I just buy and I hold. I buy during this kind of like accumulation zone, and I'm just holding. And the hard part, in my opinion, is not holding through this grind and chop and when prices are going down 50% or whatever. The hard part is holding when it's going up 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x. How many more X's are left, right? So that's the part that's really hard, in my opinion. Like literally accumulating here, if you accumulate up here and then it falls, whatever it is, like almost 50%, that's the easy part. The hard part is holding through this. And people are going to learn that, I guess, the hard way over the summer when it comes to most altcoins. But in Keeta's case, okay, like, so we can see that, on the shorter term time frame here, trading, technical analysis, in my opinion, isn't really going to help, because it's just going to keep going higher and higher and higher and higher. And the question is, where do I start cashing out? Where do I start taking profits? Again, the answer is you have to look for some catalyst or some event. The reason why Keeta is such a perfect example here is because it's going to be launching its mainnet sometime in June. And here it says mainnet launch, which with 6 to 7 7 major partnerships. I assume, and I guess shout outs here to Lions Share Group, who did this kind of analysis of Keeta. And why is this significant? Because again, like when that mainnet launches, chances are that will at least mark a local top. Whether that will mark the cycle top, who knows? It'll depend again on that first condition. What are the broader market conditions like? If Keeta mainnet launches at the end of June, everything's going parabolic, the FOMO is maxed in, then yeah, maybe that's actually going to be a top. But if the mainnet launches, let's say in early June, things are still kind of sluggish, then obviously that's not going to be the cycle top, right? So again, you're just trying to look for potential catalysts. Could one of those partnerships be the catalyst? Who knows? But again, what you're looking for is basically just a catalyst that would occur within this period where the market is at its peak FOMO phase. And I do think that in Keeta's case, it probably will be the mainnet launch. And who knows, maybe what they're going to do is they're going to have the mainnet launch, then a couple days later, they'll announce one of the partnerships to kind of suck people back in, and then maybe Keeta will grind a little bit higher. But here's where the real kind of a secret of like a crypto investing, let's say, comes in. And that's that if you were accumulating anywhere in the zone, which, if you've been buying altcoins, let's say over any time over the last few months, you've basically been accumulating in the zone. By the time the Keeta mainnet launches, it'll probably up, I don't know, 10, maybe 20x from this zone. So, are you going to say, oh, I'm going to stick around and I'm going to wait for these other announcements to maybe get an extra 50% gain? Or are you going to say, you know what, the catalyst came, I'm up 10 or 20x, I'll just take my chips off the table and call it a day. Yes, it could always go up another 50%, another 2x from that level, whatever it is at the time. And again, no one knows how high that level will be, though I will give my opinion when it comes to Keeta and another kind of a rule of thumb that you can use with other cryptos. But again, in Keeta's case, and in the case of most altcoins, if you've been accumulating somewhere in the zone where they were down or grinding or chopping, and then they see this parabolic move, and you sell anywhere around the time that some major catalyst is going to happen, some partnership, spot ETF listing, take your pick. If you sell anywhere around those catalysts, chances are you'll be up 10 or 20x from those levels, right? And are you going to stick around and try and be super greedy? A lot of people will do that, and in my opinion, that's the biggest mistake. But again, if you accumulated anywhere in the zone, then if you sell anywhere around that period where that catalyst comes in that peak FOMO phase, you're going to walk away with really big gains. And that's really, I think that's the whole point, if I'm not mistaken. Again, in my case personally, because I'm sure people will get questions, again, if Keeta's mainnet launch happens at a period where there's like a huge FOMO phase, then I'll probably take profit and maybe even sell my entire position at that stage with the awareness that, yeah, maybe it'll go up another, maybe it could even go up another 2 or 3x from whatever level it is then. But by the time that mainnet launches, assuming it launches in these bullish conditions, then I'll probably already be up 10 or 20x. And what am I going to do? Am I going to really be super greedy and say, no, I want more? Or am I going to say, wow, like, for the course of a few months here, like literally over the course of, let's say, 4 or 5 months, making a 10 or 20x, where else are you going to find those kind of gains, guys? Like, and especially with no leverage, it's just buying and holding. But anyways, so of course, the other thing when it comes to assessing, again, like these catalysts with these cryptos, because one mistake that you could make is you find some small crypto that no one's aware of and no one knows anything about. And you think, oh, I hear like some catalyst is coming up, so it's going to moon. But the thing is, guys, that the other thing, I guess that to keep in mind is that when it comes with these altcoins, you have to ask yourself, is this an altcoin that people are going to pay attention to? Is it one that has a chance of making the headlines? Or is it some, like it raised, I don't know, like $100,000 in some initial DEX offering, and like no one even knows that it exists, and it's just like some Telegram driven pump and dump thing, right? There's a difference between that and something like a Keeta, which, it reportedly raised 20 million, including from Google CEO Eric Schmidt. I'm not shilling Keeta. I'm just giving you an example of like, the altcoins that you hold ideally are ones that have like close connections to like big investors or key players, or something that would put them in the headlines and being like, hey, what's this Keeta thing that's pumping? Oh, it's backed by Google CEO Eric Schmidt. Like that's what's going to bring attention in, and that's what causes that FOMO, blow off top, right? So Keeta mainnet launches, maybe they announce some partnership. Everyone says, oh, what's Keeta? What's that? I didn't know what. Oh my God, it's backed by Eric Schmidt. I'm buying that, right? And then that's what basically triggers the top, right? And that's why, again, in my personal portfolio, I'll probably be taking profits or even selling, again, depending on the broader macro or like the broader backdrop of the crypto market. Again, if it's still super flat and there's like some FUD and the mainnet launches and like it's kind of a nothing burger, then obviously that's not going to be the catalyst to sell. But maybe one of the partnerships will be, hey, we're partnering with Google or whatever, or partnering with Visa or something like that, right? And maybe that'll be the catalyst in some weeks after that, right? So again, like, so if that catalyst comes and the price is absolutely nothing, don't think, oh my God, it's over. Again, just remember about that first criteria. What is the bullish backdrop like? Or what is the crypto backdrop like? If crypto's super bullish and you get that mainnet launch and you see no movement in the price or even like a pullback, then that would actually be, in my view, confirmation that, yeah, that's a sell the news event. because everything else is going up, everything's super bullish, but this bullish announcement didn't do anything. But again, in this case, when it comes to something like Keeta, I think it would put it on the radar, and that would cause it to pump even more, and then that would be the time to basically take profits, assuming you were buying somewhere down here, right? Which I was, luckily enough. But anyways, this begs the question then is like, okay, like, are there any other kind of like indicators you can like look at or things like reference points, right? Besides like, think again, first one, yeah, what is the broader crypto backdrop? Is it bullish? Is it bearish? If it's super bullish, that's the first thing that needs, that's the first box that needs to be checked. Second box, is there a catalyst that could basically cause like a very big up move, something like a mainnet launch or a partnership? That's the second thing to look for. And then, of course, the third thing is I guess a little bit more technical, or not necessarily technical, but it's to basically look at other similar cryptos and ask yourself, how big could this crypto realistically get? And I think it's more of a way of basically setting expectations for yourself. So, for example, let's say Keto goes up, I don't know, another 10x from here, which would be, I think it would give it a market cap of somewhere around. I'll actually switch to the market cap here. Yeah, I would give it a market cap of, let's say, somewhere 3 billion, right? 3.3 billion, and we could say, okay, how much higher could it go after that mainnet launch announcement? So let's say again, it goes up another 10x from here, and then the mainnet launches, and then the question is, okay, like how much higher could it go? And a good thing that I like to use, guys, is I like to look at other cryptos that are similar. So in Kita's case, for those who don't know, like it's kind of being branded as like an XRP killer. So then what I go and do is I look at other cryptos that are similar to XRP and see how much they pumped in the past, roughly how big their market caps got. Stellar is a perfect example because it has kind of like a shared history with XRP. And you can see that XRP or XLM, sorry, has spent a lot of time somewhere close to basically $10 billion market cap. It got a little bit above that, I think, basically all in the last 3 cycles, including this one. So Stellar was basically able to get around, let's say, that high single digit, close to 10 billion market cap. So then theoretically, again, I'm not saying it'll happen, but theoretically, that means that Keeta, and again, now we're looking at market cap, not price. It means that theoretically that Keeta could get to a market cap, let's say, of 9 billion, which would be like a 30x from the current level. Again, is that going to happen? Who knows? There's no guarantees. And if you're lucky, then you would be basically selling the very tippy top, which maybe that'll last a day, maybe it'll last an hour, and then that that it'll go up, rally to that level, and then just like pull back, and then within a few days or a couple of weeks, it's basically down 20 or 30%, right? And again, that's completely up to you in terms of what your risk reward is. But again, like if Key is up, let's say another 10x from here, and I bought somewhere down when the market cap was let's say, well, we'll use price just to keep things simple. Let's say let's say I bought somewhere around 15 cents, and it goes up another 10x from here, and we're looking at whatever it is, 7.5 cents. So that's what, like a 50x, I think, from the bottom. Sorry, I'm just doing the math off the top of my head. But anyways, like it's like, at some point you have to just say, okay, I'm happy with my gains, and walk away. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically what you need to do. And again, like I just like to quickly recap. Again, the only reason I use Keeta for this video is because it's a perfect example. Most cryptos are somewhere in this range. They're just chopping, or either going down, or they've just been chopping for the last few months. And then eventually they're going to see this parabolic explosion to the upside. And then you have to start asking, okay, where am I going to sell? If you zoom in onto shorter term timeframes, you'll see that not that trading isn't really going to help you, but you're going to notice that it's just going to be like bull flag, bull flag, bull flag, right? And it just keeps going higher and higher and higher. And maybe it sees like a little bit of a dip and like, spooks people, and you say, oh my God, that was the last bull flag, I should take profits here. And then like within a couple of days, it keeps going up, bull flag, right? So, I think technical analysis doesn't really help you when you're dealing with like a melt up scenario. It is something that's very hard to trade, and you're sure you'll take profits, and yay, I made a 2x, then it goes up another 5x or 10x, right? Obviously that's not what you want, and it'll tempt you to FOMO back in, and then you'll lose all your money, which is, what happens to most people, I think. Again, first thing, is your altcoin kind of like somewhere in this range? Chances are, yes, it probably is. Is it something that could get on people's radar because it has like some key backers or key partnerships, or like something that would basically put it in the headlines when that catalyst comes around, right? Like maybe there's a mainnet launch or some other partnership or upgrade or whatever you want to call it, or tokenomic change. But is there something that would put it on the radar of investors? If the answer is yes, then it's probably going to see a move like this at some point, and then it's just going to keep going up and up and up and up until those, as those catalysts get hit, mainnet launch, partnership, and then it just goes up, 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 right? And again, you have to ask yourself, okay, if you were able to invest down here in this lower range, when are you happy to take profits? At 10x, at 20x, at 30x? That's completely up to you. Again, for me personally, I think most of the juice will be squeezed, like most of the gains will have been made by the time Keeta's mainnet launches. Could I be wrong? Definitely. Could it be different for other cryptos? Definitely. But again, you need a bullish crypto backdrop. You need some catalyst coming up, basically that would take the prices higher. And then to get a sense of how big the cryptos could get, you basically look at other similar ones from previous cycles, and you see like realistically how big could you see this crypto get? Like, what is the biggest it could get? Right? You're not looking at like a price target, but you're looking at like what is the max size that this could get, just to give yourself just like a little bit of a, let's say a reality check, a little bit of expectations, because the last thing you want is to be convinced that that Keeta is going to top at 3 billion market cap, and then it goes up another 3x, and then you're like FOMOing back in at the basically at the top, right? So you want to give yourself like set an expectation of like this is the highest it could possibly get. Am I going to be selling that target? Like, is it going to go that high, and will I be able to sell that? Probably not. But just to give yourself a mental check of like, okay, this is how high it could go. So I need to be prepared that after I sell, it could go that much higher. And I need to resist the temptation to ape back in after I've made a 10 or 20x, right? I guess is what I'm trying to say. But anyways, guys, a lot of rambling there, but I do hope that you found that information helpful. If you did, then you can find more of that kind of stuff like what I just explained. This is the type of stuff that we cover in the Coin Bureau Club. That's where we do deep dives into promising small cap and mid caps. We actually did look into Keeta before it had this massive move. That's the way that we pick those altcoins is that we have people vote on them. The way that we find those altcoins that we add to the poll, it's a combination of our research and then suggestions of our members. And we also have a research feed where I'm sharing insights about the crypto market every single day. We have a team portfolio where the whole Coin Bureau team reveals the cryptos that they're holding. And if we have an exclusive deals page where you can find discounts on crypto analytics platforms and stuff like that. And of course, a members Discord where you can discuss the crypto market with us. And you can find the details to all that down in the description. And once again, guys, if you did find this information helpful, then be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, ping that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.